Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into some truly fascinating facts that will surprise and entertain you. From Hollywood myths to historical tidbits, we've got 30 incredible facts that you need to know. So let's get started! 30 incredible facts to make your day. Except for the letter Q, every letter of the alphabet shows up in the names of the various states in the United States. The cat in the opening scene of The Godfather purred so loudly that some of the lines in the scene had to be redubbed. Junior Mints are an old-time candy with an old-time story behind the name. First sold in 1949, Junior Mints are named after a popular 1940s Broadway play, Junior Miss. Comedy Central owes quite a debt of gratitude to the show South Park. The wild success of the animated series led to a significant increase in the number of households that had Comedy Central within a single year of the show's debut. The slang term "the clink," used to refer to prison or jail, can be directly traced to an actual prison located in Southwark, England, named the Clink, which served the liberty of the Clink, a large local manor area between the 12th and 18th centuries. There is a bridge in Costa Rica called Backstab Bridge by the locals, since it was financed, designed, and primarily built by Taiwan to sweeten relations between Taiwan and Costa Rica, only to have Costa Rica end ties with the country in favor of a relationship with China. The crew of the Apollo 11 took two tiny pieces of the Wright Kitty Hawk flyer, the first plane successfully flown by the Wright brothers, to the moon with them. The two items were a small piece of the left wooden propeller and a piece of cloth from the upper left wing. Lamp working is a form of glasswork where the craftsperson uses a blowtorch instead of the furnaces used in glassblowing. The term refers to the original oil lamps used by ancient glass workers. Every 100 years, we skip a leap day to correct for the overcorrection created by the regular routine of adding a leap day to every fourth year, unless the year in question is evenly divisible by 400, as in the case of the years 1600, 2000, and 2400. The popular children's cartoon Arthur was based on the Arthur Adventure book series by Mark Brown and had been airing since October 1996. The 25th and final season aired in the winter of 2022. In the United States, mail order ant farms don't include a queen ant because it's illegal under federal law to ship live queen ants across state borders. The law exists to prevent colonies of invasive ants from establishing themselves in new territories. When adverse conditions like high temperatures and humidity make staying in the hive dangerous, honeybees will engage in a behavior known as bearding, where they gather just outside the hive in a large draped clump that resembles a beard. The mouse cursor is a tilted arrow because the low resolution of old computer monitors made it difficult to see a perfectly vertical oriented arrow. Oranges are sold in bright red mesh bags because the contrast of the red netting against the orange color of the fruit creates an optical illusion known as Munker's illusion that leaves us perceiving the orange color as more vivid. Artificial grape flavoring is a bit of a necessity. If real grapes were used for all the grape flavored products on the market, like sodas and candies, there wouldn't be any left to produce wine. Prehistoric penguins were significantly larger than they are today. Around 55 to 60 million years ago, there was a penguin species off the east coast of New Zealand that was built like a medium-sized man, just shy of 6 feet tall and weighing around 99 kilograms. Your parents might have joked that you had selective hearing when you didn't hear them calling for you. But selective hearing, or selective auditory attention, is a real thing wherein we focus our attention on one auditory input to the exclusion of others, like when we listen to a teacher talking in a noisy room. The 1988 film Big, starring Tom Hanks as a boy who gets his wish to be a grown up, was directed by Penny Marshall, perhaps better known to the public as Laverne DeFazio from the sitcom Laverne and Shirley, and was the first woman-directed film to gross over $100 million at the US box office. The invention of the rubber eraser trailed the invention of the pencil by 2 centuries. The first wooden graphite pencils were created in the 16th century, but rubber erasers weren't invented until the late 18th century. Radiocarbon dating was developed in the late 1940s at the University of Chicago by Willard Libby. He received the 1960 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for his discovery. Term-spit dogs were named quite literally. The long-bodied but compact muscular dogs were bred specifically to run a wheel attached to a cooking spit in order to keep the meat rotating and cooking evenly. Used for centuries in Europe and for a short time in America, by the end of the 19th century, the breed was considered extinct. Morita's hair in the hit 2012 computer animated film Brave required such complex work to render that Pixar ended up creating an entirely new hair simulator just for the film. Our lovely yellow sun is actually a lovely pure white color. A phenomenon known as Rayleigh scattering shifts the color as the rays pass through the Earth's atmosphere, and, depending on the time of day and atmospheric conditions, we see the color as yellow, orange, or red. Despite the widely held belief that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, there's no real data to back this up, and the concept didn't gain traction until it was championed by a small group of religious fanatics and lobbyists for cereal and bacon companies in the late 19th century. The release titles for Home Alone and Home Alone 2 in France were quite a bit longer, to say the least, than they were in North America. French fans know the films as Mom, I Missed the Plane, and Mom, I Missed the Plane Again, and this time I Am Lost in New York. We assume that it sounds much better in French, though. Christmas trees have been sold in the US since 1850. These trees usually grow for around 15 years before they were sold, making them a cherished part of holiday traditions. More than 95% of all Christmas trees sold worldwide are grown on Christmas tree farms. These farms carefully cultivate their trees over many years, ensuring a sustainable supply of Christmas trees each holiday season, and providing numerous environmental benefits such as soil stabilization and wildlife habitat. In the US, there are approximately 20,000 Rantasantas each holiday season. These festive Santas undergo seasonal training to maintain a jolly attitude and bring holiday cheer to events and parties. Each year, more than 3 billion Christmas cards are sent in the US alone. Despite the rise of digital communication, traditional Christmas cards remain a popular way to spread holiday cheer. The world's largest Christmas stocking measured 51.35 meters long and 21.63 meters wide. It was made by the Tuscany, Italy Volunteer Emergency Services Organization in 2011. There we have it, 30 incredible facts to make your day. What fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more fascinating content. Until next time, stay curious, have a great day, and if you're watching this in mid-December, have a great holiday season.